We focused a lot on the Bad Batch, but we do actually have some enormous live-action Star Wars news. We're going to start with the Acolyte. As we know, a trailer is incoming, but apparently now it's ready to go. It's just a matter of when Lucasfilm is ready to release it. This comes from Cryptic 4K Cal on Twitter. I personally trust this source. They've gotten pretty much everything right so far. They've told us runtimes for The Mandalorian's 3rd season, Ahsoka. They've also unveiled the runtimes for the Acolyte, and debunked the rumour that the episodes are going to be an hour in length. That is bantha poodoo. The episodes are pretty standard for live action, ranging from 30 to 45 minutes in length. And just a reminder, there are 8 episodes in the 1st season. So moving on, my dear friends, just as they did for The Mandalorian, StarWars.com have announced physical media releases for the Obi-Wan show and Andor Season 1, 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs. Now while this is fantastic news for those who love those shows, the way they've worded this seems to confirm that Kenobi is not getting another season. Lucasfilm have made up their minds. How do we know this? Well, check this out. Just as they've done for the other 4K Blu-rays, they list what season is on the box. So for Andor they say the complete 1st season, for Mando Season 1 it's the same, for Mando 2 it's the complete 2nd season, but for Kenobi, they've written the complete series. That pretty much puts an end to speculation we're getting a 2nd season, and it was always just fan math and speculation. We had the likes of Ewan McGregor and Joel Edgerton, even Hayden Christensen, on 1 or 2 occasions, saying they would love a continuation, but that seems to have been put to bed. And it goes in line with what Deborah Chow said. It was always envisioned as a limited series that just had the one. This will come as good news for fans who don't think we need a 2nd season, and who say we don't need to see the training that Obi-Wan undergoes from Qui-Gon Jinn before the events of A New Hope. But Season 1 did have a lot of loose ends. What's going to happen to Reva now that she's defected? That story is very likely to be continued in a comic or a different series. But it seems for now, Obi-Wan Kenobi the complete series is just the first 6 episodes. StarWars.com said this: "Hello there, physical media fans. Home video collectors in every galaxy have reason to celebrate, as Lucasfilm and Disney announced today that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor come to 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and regular Blu-ray on April 30th. Originally released in 2022 on Disney+. This marks the first opportunity to own the Emmy Award-nominated shows on disc. Times are changing, things are evolving, but I remain a strong advocate for physical media, because look at what they did to Willow. If you want to see that series, you're out of luck. They removed it from the Disney Plus streaming platform, and it doesn't exist on Blu-ray or DVD. So if you care about these shows, I would say your best bet is to buy them. And also, another incentive for buying this, especially Andor Season 1, is that just like for The Mandalorian's first 2 seasons, the quality difference on 4K HD is radical, it's insane. The compression done uploading it to Disney Plus removes so much clarity and sharpness. On top of this, and my favourite reveal from this article, is we're getting deleted bonus features. Featurettes with small deleted scenes, while they say amongst the bonus features, Ferrix Part 1, Imperial Occupation. Tony Gilroy, Kathleen Kennedy, and Diego Luna discuss the series' origins, maybe the making of Ferrix, how they came to conceive of such a planet, and the characters therein. Next up we have Aldani, Rebel Heist. Join the shoot in Scotland with character spotlights, rebel training, stunts, a VFX breakdown and more. Coruscant, Whispers of Rebellion. Explore the stories of ISB agent Dedra Meero, Senator Mon Mothma, and Spy Master Luthen. Narkina 5, One Way Out. Arguably one of the best, if not the best episode of the entirety of Season 1. Uncover the Empire's penal system, and the prison's stark look. Get to know Kino Loy, and view VFX breakdowns. And finally Ferrix Part 2, Fight the Empire. Tony Gilroy, Diego Luna, cast and crew reveal the making of the season finale. My favourite aspect of that was, of course, the famous speech by Marva. She didn't originally say fight the Empire, we know what she originally said. And in terms of the Obi-Wan featurettes, Duel of the Fates, Obi-Wan vs Vader, Deborah Chow, Ewan McGregor, and Hayden Christensen examine the lightsaber battles of the show. Then the Dark Times villains uncover the lore of the Deadly Inquisitors and Darth Vader's iconic cloak. Then Designing the Galaxy, and then Director's Commentary. Deborah Chow breaks down an audio commentary of some of the action in the final episode. If for nothing else, this final bit to me is worth it, just because Part 6 regardless of my gripes with most of the show, is some of the best live-action Star Wars we've had under Disney. The emotions going into Obi-Wan and Vader's final fight. I wish the lighting was better, but it was a pretty impactful episode. So those are the reveals for the Blu-ray. For the new physical discs coming, Obi-Wan is a one-season show. How do you guys feel about this? But we also have another update coming to Star Tours, adventures from the Ahsoka show, Andor, and the Mandalorian. They say you may soon find yourself hurtling through the clouds among a majestic pod of Purgle when Ahsoka Tano pulls you in to help her evade enemy fire. The moment, inspired by events in the recent Ahsoka series on Disney+, is one of several updates coming to Star Tours The Adventure Continues. This is both Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, and Disneyland Paris, which is way nearer for me. I'm in England, so just crossing the channel. I did find some comments on social media pretty funny because some fans were saying that the majority of your casual audience never saw the Ahsoka show. Viewership numbers weren't great, and most casual fans who go to the parks mostly just know the films, maybe Mando, and so they may not get the reference. They may be thinking, why are there space whales? Also coming to it is the Andor show, and they say this is just going to be transmissions from Cassian. That being said, imagine if they did the Eye, the rebel heist on Aldhani, for Star Tours. Again, just a reference that the Disney Plus viewers would know, but a pretty exciting one. And maybe I'm underestimating it. I know Ahsoka Tano specifically is a very popular character, but it'll be interesting to see if everyone understands the reference when they take the ride. With these additions, they say, you now have the opportunity to experience one of more than 250 story variations aboard the attraction, including an opportunity to visit the planet of Peridea. The Star Tours update, the first since Kef Bir was added to celebrate the release of The Rise of Skywalker, debuts during the Season of the Force. We also have some new stills, HD stills. This one of Cassian, absolute chef's kiss. The Mandalorian and Grogu, pretty standard, but also looking badass. Our favourite little green guy, adorable as always. And this one of Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano herself, with a famous shuttle in the background. Very cool if you're into this. I'll be very curious to hear and watch some fan experiences. But share your thoughts on everything we spoke about in the comments down below, guys. How do you feel about Obi-Wan pretty much not getting a second season? And how do you feel about these coming to Blu-ray? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you, always.